Hello Leo, and welcome to your September 2022 video. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising Leo. Your sun sign is what you are achieving, what you're reaching towards. Your moon sign is your internal private life, home life, and those closest to you who get to see your moon sign and experience it. And your rising is more your external world and how others perceive your energy, like outsiders. So here we go. Mercury goes retrograde 10th of September until 3rd of October. Exes come back, ex-friends come back, family members that we haven't spoken to in a long time, or old connections can re-enter our lives during a Mercury retrograde. During a Mercury retrograde, miscommunication, misunderstanding, and conflict and confusion. Mercury rules communication, our mind, how we think, technology, and travel. So when it's in retrograde, it impacts all these aspects. It creates delays in our thinking. This is where we can become more forgetful. We might forget we have that appointment. So make sure you keep a diary and got everything on check. Technology, back up all your information. This is where technology can really get wonky. Okay, so your cell phone might give you some complications, your internet, your computer. So be patient. Even though it can be hard, and Mercury retrograde can be frustrating because of delays. When ordering packages, understand that delays can happen. Maybe you book it and it's supposed to come on this day, but it comes the next day and you have an appointment. Delays, right? But be patient with it. That's the thing. Just know that you can say, okay, I wasn't able to make it then. Can we reschedule? If you have an appointment, check time, date, place, location, make sure you have time to get there, prepare for traffic or anything else that can happen. The road, like accidents, can often happen during a Mercury retrograde. Oh, there was once a time where I knew the date that Mercury was going retrograde. And on that day, specifically, I noticed 3 car accidents on the road. Mercury retrograde is just a day where people are not thinking very well because Mercury rules the mind, so we offline, mental fog, thinking of the past experiences, and having our mind in the past is common with Mercury retrograde. This is where we want to pick and look at the photos of the past, or reminisce, or think about that past lover or that past experience we had on vacation and what we were doing. Or even horrific stuff like traumas that we've dealt with in the past. Mercury retrograde is very healing, Leo, because it allows us the opportunity to go back, see how far we've come so that we can move forward. So remember that exes can come back, past relationships can come back, past feelings that we felt like we felt in a previous relationship now might come back when we're looking at our current partner and wondering, why am I doing this? Right? Shift it. You can either shift it within the relationship and shift what needs to be changed, or you can end it. So during a Mercury retrograde, a lot of people sometimes even go through breakups, because oftentimes during a Mercury retrograde, when people's minds are offline, they say what they mean to say. You know when you're not thinking and you just say it, and then you didn't realize how it comes out, but it comes out anyway? Yes. We lose our ability to be discreet during a Mercury retrograde. But if you're aware about it, what you can do is take a few steps back and watch everyone act the fool. It's what I do during a Mercury retrograde. I try not to get caught up by stepping back and not saying as much, but listening more to what needs to be said and what others are saying. I do respond, but I take my time. I think about it. I really think about it. So think about what you need to say before you say what you want to say, and listen to what others have to say. Information loves to come out during a Mercury retrograde. So things you've said in the past or someone else has said in the past comes back to you during a Mercury retrograde. It is highly informative. Why? Because it's wanting us to heal and change patterns within our lives so that we can transform. On the 6th of September, we have Venus in the 2nd house, great for money, skills, and talent, boost of income, focusing on your money, focusing on your self-worth, focusing on the group of people that truly support you and got your back. Venus is about love, harmony, luxury through finance. So you can really boost your money through your skills and talents and really appreciate them. Look, but if you don't have no love for your skills and talents, because Venus is about love, you're not going to get it. So you got to love your skills and talents. You need to own it. You need to be like, okay, I'm a great painter. I'm a great singer. I'm great at organization. I can really file this document really well, right? Some people enjoy those things. I do enjoy a good document now and again. So remember, when Venus is there, it's about loving what you do. You need to have the passion for it in order to boost your income, and money can come through to you. People might even want to spoil you. This is where you might just receive a random gift or something. Okay? So on the 10th, we have a full moon in that 8th house, and you're breaking down those fears. You're breaking down those past experiences, trauma, pain. You'll feel emotional. This full moon highlights your 8th house. So it's telling you, release the pain, release the trauma, release those things and barriers that hold you from having intimacy in your life. Intimacy is raw, it's vulnerable, it's sometimes not the best. When I mean not the best, in order to be intimate emotionally, sometimes we gotta be at our worst. Like when everything falls apart. Like, you're just down there, and then you can be able to share that vulnerable part of how you're feeling. That's a deep emotional intimacy. It's being naked emotionally, raw and naked. And I mean raw, like sometimes you are just hurt and like this hurts you and you can share yourself. This full moon is breaking those barriers to why you can't do that. Why do you feel insecure about that? Why do you feel, pain emotionally about being vulnerable? How can you be more vulnerable? What is stopping you from being vulnerable? The 8th house is a powerful house because it's where we intimately bond with someone. So we get all these houses in astrology. 7th house is about when we meet someone, right? 5th house, which is you, Leo, love, romance. The 8th house for commitment means where we truly are able to be naked, physically, mentally, emotionally, in every kind of way. And it can be very scary because the 8th house rules out secrets. And this is what it's trying to work with on you. It's also a house where that full moon secrets can come to light. So you might find out secrets about someone close to you. You also might break away from power struggles and power dynamics within relationships. The 8th house also tells you to look at your finances and where you're investing your money, your time, and your energy. And if it's not serving you and the return ain't good either way, you're closing that account, emotionally, mentally, and physically. You are wanting investments within your life that feel rewarding. Mercury retrograde, also with the full moon. In your 3rd house, this can be a heavy mental fog where you just feel mentally wiped. This is a great time though to learn something that you've previously have learned, and now you can continue learning and studying towards it. Mercury retrograde will retrograde in your 3rd and 2nd. So the 3rd house is about your communication, what you're thinking. Also great for rumors and gossip to come out into light. So be aware of that. Mercury retrograde in the 3rd house, gossip, rumors, things people say that they didn't think you will know about now come out, or things you said that you didn't expect someone to know about will come out. Your communication might be just straight up now, where you're not thinking about it, you just say whatever you're saying, and the miscommunication where someone takes in the wrong way, and it can get quite a lot of conflict, and it can be mentally exhausting. This is where exes, people be texting you from the past, people be emailing you, people from the past want to speak to you, people want to talk about the past, people want to remember the past. In every aspect, you can also have miscommunication with siblings, with the 3rd house. When Mercury retrogrades in your 2nd house, money from the past was owed to you can come through. You can also now do skills and talents from the past that you thought maybe weren't worth it. You now can reinvest your energy and time into it. It's great for boosting income, but on past experiences. So money owed to you can come through to you. Money on a project maybe you started now can be paid out. So that's a good thing. And also reinvesting in your skills and talent. You might pick up a hobby or an artistic talent that is rewarding you in some way. Also, you learning things. It's like maybe sometimes you were learning something way back then and it didn't make sense. Now you learn it and oh my God, after you relearned it, it's like, oh wow, now it's clicking. It's making sense to me. On the 23rd, the sun moves into your 3rd house, right? And on the 25th, the new moon happens in that third house. And on the 30th, Venus enters the third house. So mentally, you're going through a lot, because third house rules our intellect. It rules our mind. You'll be also thinking about your environment, right? And the people you have around you. That's also with the Mercury retrograde. You'll be thinking about your environment, the people around you, what you're taking in, what you're watching on television. You might even watch a movie that you've watched previously during a Mercury retrograde, right? It really encourages that kind of energy. But when the sun moves on the 23rd into his third house, you have enlightenment into your mind. You have these epiphanies and ideas about past experiences and what you're learning currently. Whether that's something you're actually learning or what you're learning on this journey called life. And on the 25th, that new moon offers a new opportunity, a new way, where you will discard old thoughts and awaken to new thoughts and new ideas and new communications. And the great thing on the 30th, when Venus moves there, you can heal your communication. Venus is about love, luxury, and beauty, but it makes your words seem more charming, or not seem, are more charming during that time. What you say is more beautiful, and you are looking for people that you can communicate that makes you feel beautiful. And not just beautiful like physically, we're talking about like, oh, we're vibing. I feel in harmony, I feel in sync with you. And that's what you're looking for there. And you're going through this whole shift in September about what you're thinking, what you're saying, what you are taking in from your environment. If you need to make any trips, the third house can be small distance trips where you want to go here or there, make sure you check your travel plans. Whether you're traveling via car, making a small airplane trip just over there, or you want to go to the amusement park, or you're traveling to go to the garden, make sure you check your travel. Accidents can happen. So be consciously aware of it during that time. In essence, that you are now like connecting and you are making sure that you're focused. If you're driving, don't be driving and texting. An accident can happen. Make sure you're not distracted. We're already distracted enough during a Mercury retrograde. We don't need added distractions. If you're focusing on something, try to give it your full attention, is what I'm trying to say, right? So be aware of accidents, take your time with things, plan where you're going, really make sure you're doing those things. But it's definitely a good time for healing mentally. Any thoughts that are no longer serving you, maybe you don't believe in yourself, you are not having enough thoughts, you're thinking thoughts are negative, putting yourself down, putting your skills and talents down, saying to yourself you're not good enough, you're not qualified enough, you don't have this, you don't have that, or you don't look the right part. You are discarding those things during this Mercury retrograde. You're thinking of past experiences and how far you've come, and like when it comes to your thoughts and what you are learning about yourself, but you're also looking at yourself in a new, different way with that new moon. And Venus will beautify your thoughts about you. So allow that. There's a very big healing about how you view yourself and what you think about yourself and how you express yourself and how you communicate and what you say. But the communication is in every form. Via text, via email, via phone, verbally, in person, all kinds of communication. And you're really rewiring any old patterns that no longer serve you, just letting it go, and you're rewiring yourself to and shifting in how you feel and how you think about yourself in every aspect, and learn things. It's a great time for learning, exploring, and teaching, and offer words of wisdom to those who need it. And you're getting rid of anything in your environment that is distracting you. So allow for that. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website is linked down below if you like reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos.